and welcome to Chit and Chat, a podcast all about encouraging others. Who needs encouragement? You? Well, we've got you covered. We reach out to musicians, comedians, and other organizations who are all about encouraging their communities. Help us spread the love by sharing this podcast. And now, here's your host of Chit and Chat, Jody Sheffield.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chit and Chat, a podcast of encouragement. Today's episode, I'm honored to have on the president and founder of Operation Prevent 22. What is Operation Prevent 22, you're asking? Well, it's a nonprofit organization that is geared toward helping veterans. They are here to support the mental health of all veterans by organizing group outings, providing easy access to all veterans resources, as well as offering 24/7 support. Operation Prevent 22 is based out of Avondale, Arizona, and they also promote and donate to other nonprofits and organizations that raise awareness to the same cause and support prevention of veteran suicide. It's my honor today to have on Mr. Mark O'Shea, the founder and president of Operation Prevent 22. Founder and president of Operation Prevent 22. And we're going to talk about his nonprofit today. But before that, we're going to pick his brain with 3 icebreaker questions. We'll do them all over again. And if you're stuck on an island, TV screen, I don't know why you have an island with a TV screen, but you're in this situation.
Right.
And your three movies are?
Okay, I would go with Forrest Gump because I used to be a big Tom Hanks fan. I would choose probably the third Harry Potter movie, and the last one would be Running Scared.
Okay. And your favorite comedian? Living?
Okay, so yeah. Living? All right, so I would have to say Joe Coy is my favorite right now.
Joe Coy, I never heard of him. What is he?
Oh gosh. He's hilarious. You should just, he's on Netflix. He's got a couple specials, but yeah, he's really funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to replace any actor in one movie, who are you replacing?
Any actor in any movie?
Any movie.
Oh, there's an actor that I've seen. I don't know who it is, but I feel like I could replace him with absolutely anybody and it would be better, but I can't tell you what his name is. I have no idea. I've never been asked that question before. That is a really good question.
Well, when you think of it, if it comes to mind when we're talking,
I'll jump right in the middle of whatever conversation. Like, oh yeah, I've replaced this guy with this guy.
And the last question is, I'm giving you and your wife 2 tickets to any concert. Where are you going?
Well, I personally am really into like Styx and REO Speedwagon and stuff like that. Like Pink Floyd is my top favorite band, but I don't know about her. I would probably drag her to one of those. She wouldn't really have a choice.
Alrighty. So I recently came across. Could you tell us more about Operation Prevent 22?
Yeah. So basically, for like a shortened version, we have one event per month where we get as many local veterans as possible together, and we go out and we do something fun. It could be paintballing, it could be hiking, axe throwing, pretty much anything. We're still coming up with new ideas, but we go out and we just get them out of the house and we do anything we want pretty much. And just to get everybody together to talk to each other, create new friendships, and just be a little bit more active than usual. And it's completely free for the veteran. This is all founded off of donations. So all they have to do is get a ride, or if I have to, I'll coordinate picking them up somehow, and that way that they don't have to worry about the price to get in. They don't have to worry about food or drinks or anything like that. We provide all of that stuff.
Oh wow. How did you come up with this idea about helping veterans and I'm assuming you're a veteran as well.
Correct. So basically, I've had a kind of a hard time. I mean, I've been out of the military since 2014, and I immediately went to school. I got a new career, and I was doing really well for myself and just trying to figure out where I fit in. And no matter what I did, I just didn't feel, good about it. I felt like I needed to do something more. I just didn't know what it was. Well, then about a year, let's see, it was about a year that I was down. I just hit this really bad spot in my life where I was just unhappy with everything, depressed. I didn't want to be around my family or my friends or anything. I just wanted to be by myself. And I couldn't figure out how to get out of that. So I finally, after like 6 months or so of just being really down, I finally started looking into like rehab centers for depression because I figured there has to be one out there, some kind of program that helps, but everything that I found was so much money. It costed like thousands and thousands of dollars for a short window of help, And I said, I can't afford that. And I don't know anybody that can. And so I started trying to research other things, but I couldn't find anything. Now they're out there. There's a ton of resources out there now that I found now that I've started this that I could not find before. And I thought that was a problem.
Right.
So I decided I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do what I feel like I should be doing for other people. So I need to get out of the house. I need to get friends. I need to talk to people. And I'm going to start getting groups out doing that, so that way they're not feeling like I'm feeling, because it felt pretty terrible. And I figured if they're having a hard time trying to find resources like I was, then we need to change that. Yep. Which is why we came up with the website with the resources on there. People can call me anytime and I can point them in the right direction on who to talk to about financial issues, legal issues, housing, job placement, stuff like that.
Right. A lot of times, when I'm driving, I'm lost. I hate asking for help.
Yeah. Well, that's a guy thing too. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We hate asking for help. Even when we're lost, so I can imagine veterans who are kind of down and don't know what to do, they probably are prideful, I'm guessing, maybe, and afraid to ask for help. So that's awesome. What is your goal in helping these veterans? Just a camaraderie thing? To just be together with brothers or what?
Yeah, it's basically to get them together with other people that are more like-minded, like they are, maybe been through the same thing or something similar, that they can actually talk to without feeling like they need to censor everything that they're saying. Because one of the hardest things to do is trying to relate to people in their situations with what we've been through, and without trying to not like offend them or freak them out or make them not want to hang out with us, because we have a different sense of humor. Right. And our lifestyles are completely different. So this is to get with other people that are going to either tell you like, oh man, here's what I think you should do, or I have some friends that you can talk to that help me with this stuff, or they're going to try to top your story with something even better that they did, right, that normal people wouldn't talk about. So it's, the little one-up games here and there, basically just like when you were in the military,
Yep. So where are you guys located at?
We're in Avondale, Arizona. Okay. It's not quite Phoenix. It's more west than Phoenix, but everybody thinks Arizona, they think Phoenix. Yeah, because it's the biggest city there, but it's not that. It's further west.
And do you have other organizations that are involved with your guys' organization that kind of piggyback off each other?
Not so much. There was a time where we were kind of low on funds, and so we were trying to find something to do that didn't require any money. So we ended up linking up with Operation Enduring Gratitude here out of Arizona as well, and they're rebuilding a house for a veteran's wife. He had passed away and her house was being condemned pretty much, and so they ripped everything down to the studs and they're rebuilding it. So one weekend I coordinated with Charlie, who runs that, and I said, hey, I want to get a couple people that are with me and go and help you, with your house, kind of have one organization help another, and so we ended up doing that, and that was actually really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but we talk a lot with the people who run packages from home, then the Operation Enduring Gratitude, and then the RWB. And so we collaborate, but we don't do anything together
Okay.
per se. But they do attend our events sometimes. Like one or two of them will come and be there, because everybody's veterans and they're all trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, I bet veterans, young and old, have a place they can
Yes.
come, aka shoot the shit, if you will. A place
Yeah.
where they share stories. There's no judgment. I think that's a warm, welcoming place for them. I'm sure.
Yeah, and I like all generations of veterans too. Like, I would think that some people kind of just want to hang out with their own, but there's so much stuff that you can learn from another generation, soldier. They've been through everything's so different,
Yep.
and it's cool to hear what they've been through and stuff. And then you think, oh, my situation's really not that bad, you know.
How many veterans have come through your program you've helped, or maybe get help set the foundation for them getting the resources they need to get their feet on the ground?
I don't have an exact number, and I feel like we've had quite a few people attend our events, and we had a couple that have come back to them like over and over again. And so I feel like they're pretty set up. They have jobs and stuff, and they do have friends. But I feel like them coming back and as like a regular person, I feel like that's showing that we're helping them, that they need us for a different kind of support.
Right.
So there's probably about 10 people that I recognize when I set up an event and they say that they're going to come. I know who they are. But we have a lot of new people too that say they're going to come, but then they end up not being able to make it or whatever. But yeah, I'd say probably, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 people that we've helped,
Okay.
whether it'd be job placement. I've written a couple resumes for people. I've tried to help relocate people, and so, but yeah, I don't have an exact number, but that if I thought about it, that's probably what I've set up.
How do you help raise money for these events? You said it's all free. So how do you raise money and get it funded?
Well, we have people who have donated in the past that donated quite a bit of money too, and they heard about what I was doing because they were kind of close to me, and I let them know what I was doing, and they had donated right in the beginning. So I had a really good amount right from the start. But then after that, it pretty much stopped. So what I started doing was I started making shirts and hoodies and like coffee mugs and stuff like that. And people would buy them off the website, and all the money that they got that they paid goes directly into the account for the foundation. So I make everything in house because it's a lot cheaper to do that, and that means I get more money to take these vets out and do something.
So what's
Do
your
something.
website?
It's operationprevent22.com.
Okay.
And everything that we have is available on there. It's not a lot right now because, like I said, I operate out of my office in my house, so I don't have a lot of things, but it definitely saves some money.
Oh yeah. And you have a full-time gig. You're married with kiddos, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I work full time and I have 4 kids. And then what's that?
I just balls to the wall with family stuff. How do you make time, for doing this voluntarily? I'm sure it's making your schedule, fan out right. But I commend you on juggling family and doing a great organization like this.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a really good support system. My wife, she runs this with me, as well as one of my best friends, Chris Flanders. It's just the 3 of us.
Okay.
So Chris takes on responsibilities that help me out a lot. He actually, he was the one who headed the last event, which was at Topgolf. He did that on his own because I was super sick, so I could not go. And so he can do stuff like that. My wife, she built the website. She runs all the admin stuff. And she helps me with the vinyl and everything, shirts, and I make all the shirts. And I attend all the events. And then I do, talking to you and whoever else, decides they want to talk to me, I take care of all that. And yeah, so all three of us kind of split it up.
That's awesome. So what are some goals you're shooting for in the next 5 to 10 years? And are you planning on trying to expand to other states? And just kind of like a vision board, dream board?
Yeah, so in the next 5 years or so, I really wanted to get like a plot of land up north, like Sedona or Prescott or Ash Fork, stuff in the area, and just a couple acres if I could. And I wanted to start building some like cabins on there, just a few, and make like a retreat style getaway, so that I could get a couple people, on the weekends, drive up there. And at first it would be cool to have people come help me, build the stuff. Cause like I said, I don't have a lot of money. So I got to cut corners where I can. And if I got some veterans that want to learn a new skill or learn one with me, cause I've never built a house before, go out there and start building and have a place to go on the weekends to get away from the city and just kind of ground yourself somewhere else with a group of guys and just do some stuff out there. So that's where I want to be in 5 to 10 years. And then from there, I want to get bigger on that land and do more things, have maybe some volunteer counselors out there to show some stuff. We can do anything we want out there. I just need to get that rolling. It's just taking it's going to take a lot of time.
Right. Well, I absolutely love your heart for veterans. I truly believe God's got a plan for you to be a beacon for veterans, young and old. And so many times veterans get lost and sometimes forgotten. In my previous podcast, I had Braden Marty on, as CEO for Veteran Roasters Coffee. He helps homeless veterans with jobs. And so I loved talking to people who are helping veterans any way they can. If it's a resource or get connected with brothers, I just think it's awesome.
Yeah, no, that is really cool. And I like seeing other people do it too. And I just wish it was easier to find these people.
Right. And so I hope this gets out, and I hope some friends of mine can hear it and listen to it and maybe buy some items off your website again. So I wish Operation Prevent 22 nothing but success in all you do and helping veterans day after day, and your amazing team you have together, especially your wife and your family. So I just wish you nothing but the best, and thank you so much for taking time out today and joining me today. And I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for contacting me. I'm great. I'm very grateful that you had decided to talk to me, because I like getting it out there.
You're welcome anytime. And I'll have you on again, a year or so, and see how you're doing. And we just get the word out for Operation Prevent 22. And this is Mark O'Shea. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. This episode of Chit and Chat was brought to you by Veteran Roasters Coffee. Each purchase of Veteran Roasters Coffee helps employ one of tens of thousands of U.S. military veterans who have found hardship and difficulty upon transitioning home from service. They promise you the best beans from the best veteran-owned coffee company. Veterans helping veterans, one cup at a time. Use the code CHITCHAT25 to receive 25% off your purchase at veteranroasters.com. Thank you for being part of Chit and Chat today, as we had a great conversation with Mark O'Shea from Operation Prevent 22. We hope you can join each and every episode of Chit and Chat. Go back and watch previous episodes and listen to them. You can't really watch them, they're audio. Well, listen to them anyway. Thanks again. This is Chit and Chat, where we are always encouraging somebody somewhere. And you know what? Encouragement is contagious. Take care. This is Chit and Chat.